Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela rejects, repudiates, and denounces before the international community what it describes as an extremely serious military aggression allegedly perpetrated against the country. It claims the current government of the United States of America carried out attacks against Venezuelan territory and its population, targeting both civilian and military localities. The statement specifically points to incidents in the city of Caracas, the capital of the republic, as well as in the states of Miranda, Aragua, and La Guaira, describing them as affected areas. Venezuela asserts that this act represents a flagrant violation of the Charter of the United Nations and the core principles that govern relations among states. It highlights Articles 1 and 2 of the UN Charter in particular, which emphasize respect for sovereignty, the legal equality of states, and the prohibition on the use of force. Caracas warns that such aggression threatens international peace and stability, especially across Latin America and the Caribbean, and puts millions of lives at grave risk. The government claims the objective of the alleged attack is to seize Venezuela's strategic resources, particularly oil and mineral reserves, and to weaken the nation by force. It argues this is an attempt to break Venezuela's political independence and impose external control, framing the issue as a matter of national survival. Invoking historical symbolism, the statement says that, following in the footsteps of Venezuela's liberators, the people are rising once again to defend independence. The Bolivarian government calls on all social and political forces inside the country to activate mobilization plans and publicly repudiate what it calls an imperialist attack. It adds that the Venezuelan people and the Bolivarian National Armed Forces, in what it describes as a popular military-police fusion, are ready to guarantee sovereignty and peace. At the same time, the statement says Bolivarian peace diplomacy will file formal complaints and raise the issue in multiple international forums. Those forums include the UN Security Council and the UN Secretary-General, as well as CELAC and the Non-Aligned Movement, where Venezuela says it will demand condemnation and accountability. The government says President Nicolás Maduro has arranged for all national defense plans to be implemented when appropriate, presenting this as a calibrated response rather than an improvised one. It stresses these measures will be carried out in strict adherence to the Venezuelan constitution, along with the Organic Law on States of Exception and the Organic Law on National Security. In that context, the statement says President Maduro has signed and ordered implementation of a decree declaring a state of external commotion across the entire national territory. Venezuela claims the purpose of this decree is to protect the rights of the population, ensure full functioning of republican institutions, and shift the nation into an emergency posture. The statement further says the country must immediately transition to armed struggle, calling for nationwide mobilization to defeat what it again labels imperial aggression.